What the hell are you doing? That ain't nowhere to board or train, you damn stupid nigga.
You know, he might could have said nincompoop.
We ain't no nincompoop.
Writer-director James Samuel begins The Harder They Fall by telling us that, while the story's fictional, the characters played by Jonathan Majors, Zazie Beetz, Idris Elba, and Lakeith Stanfield are real. That's easily confirmed by a quick Google search, but they exist in all but name in this subversive take on the cowboy genre. Still, Samuel has cooked up a fun, slick, and suave black-centric narrative that has as much in common with the likes of Carmen Jones as it does the spaghetti westerns and Tarantino films it riffs off of. A tense prologue sets the violent tone for this bloody revenge saga, where Jonathan Majors' young Nat Love is introduced to outlaw Rufus Buck through the murder of his parents. Nat grows up to become an outlaw himself, but like Omar from The Wire, he's got a code and he and his crew only target outlaws. Majors is not your typical stoic cowboy. He's got charm, charisma, and never fails to show Nat's humanity when key emotional scenes call for him to dig deep. Similarly, Idris Elba serves up a powerful yet understated performance as Rufus, a kingpin-esque crime boss, inflicting fear, pain, and death in order to achieve his ultimate goal of a promised land for Black Americans. In one scene, a train carriage expands to make way for Buck's entrance. Elba's a big guy, but this clever use of CGI, plus sharp angles and even sharper tailoring throughout, makes his towering character even more menacing. A potent scene in the final act allows the British actor to truly revel in the complexity of this villain in a performance that ranks among his career's best. Nat and Rufus are reinforced by eclectic ensemble gangs who bring class and swagger to their criminal escapades. Regina King's treacherous Trudy Smith and Stanfield's Cherokee Bill especially imbue their lethal bandits with equal parts poise and peril.
Where is he?
Where is who?
Your boss.
My boss. Clearly, you don't know me.
Meanwhile, Eddie Gathagee's Bill Pickett and R.J. Seiler's Jim Beckworth reliably balance the light and the dark with their comedic duo. There's a real contemporary sense of humor in Samuel and co-writer Bose Yatkin's script. Not every shot fired is a bullet. Sometimes it's a punchline, and it's often used to defy expectations of how a tense confrontation might play out.
I don't particularly enjoy violence. That being said, you are currently in company of extremely violent individuals.
The droll temperament coincides with a playful soundtrack that includes nods to the classic Western scores of Italian composer Ennio Morricone, essential reggae and Afrobeat bangers, and a new track from Jay-Z, who's also a producer on the movie. These remixes reinforce the Black experience in this usually white-dominated genre. Samuel's Wild West is one that disrupts the oppressed stereotypes by having Black performers play every key role, from outlaw to marshal to stage performer to villain. It's certainly refreshing to see this old Hollywood tradition continued through a Black lens. Cowboy shots frame gunfighters with authority, wide shots show off the expansive Americana backdrop, and hybrid zooms make for amusing crash close-ups. And this journey of vengeance between friends and foes culminates in a bloody and brutal showdown for the ages, capping off this impressive display of myth-making in exhilarating fashion. The Harder They Fall both subverts and embraces the Western tradition with some spectacular shootouts, slick dialogue, and a top-notch ensemble cast firing on all cylinders. Add a rollicking soundtrack to all of that, and you've got a fun and suave modern Western that smartly places a Black narrative squarely at its center. For more, check out our reviews of Venom Let There Be Carnage and No Time to Die. And for everything else, stick with IGN.